Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 16th day of June 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can show you those live spot prices. However, before I do that, I'd like to welcome you over to Good Morning to You with Tiny Numismatics number 163. And that'll be this morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Now let's over here. APMEX looks like gold is up $14.90 to $18.4310. Silver's up 17 cents to $21.89. Platinum up $3.80 to $954.40, and palladium is up $20.74 to $19.04 even Steven. Now our next stop today is going to be the United States Mint, and they have a product dropping today, and that is the American Eagle coin programs. American Eagle 2022 1 ounce gold uncirculated coin. That's product 22EH. And I think it'd be really cool to actually have the United States Mint make these uncirculated in a ½ ounce, quarter ounce, and a 1/10 ounce. That way they have some fractional gold that's available for people who are, well, who can't afford this big dog right here. Now, a week from today, we have the silver proof set from 2022 coming out, and it is going to be another way to pick up silver quarters for the American Women Quarters program. So that's pretty cool, seeing how the American Women Quarters silver proof set sold out so quickly. This is going to be your option, and then at the end of this year, you have the limited edition silver proof set with these coins in it as well. So let's get into the American Eagle 2022 1 ounce gold uncirculated coin here. It's going to be $2,670. It drops today at noon. I don't believe we're going to have a drop for this today, so has a mintage limit of 9,000, a product limit of 9,000, and a household order limit of 1, which I believe the Mint will drop the household order limit of 1 24 hours later. And that is pretty typical. However, some products still have their household order limit. Remember that two Eagle reverse proof set? Yeah, still has a household order limit of 1, and they're still selling them. And I'll show you here that in a minute. That's incredible. So, like I said, that's available today. The silver proof set's available a week from today. Now, this is coinnews.net. They have an article by Mike Unser dated June 15, 2022. And there's just a couple things I wanted to point out here. And this is the big one here. Look at this. Weekly U.S. Mint top sellers. Here's a listing of U.S. Mint's top most popular numismatic products for the week ending June 12th. Look at this. 6 out of the 10 are from 2021. What does that tell us? Well, if you're here for about the last month, maybe month and a half, 2021 products have been more popular than the 2022 products. And is it because the 22 products are lacking in beauty and desirability? Absolutely not. It's just that 2021, well, let's look at this. 2021 W uncirculated Eagle sold 1,300. Look at that's incredible. But look at this, number 4, and I would have loved to pick up some of these. This is an important coin. It is a Type 2 West Point Proof Silver Eagle. How did they sell 877 of those? And who bought them? That's incredible. Now the 2021 proof set 746. 2021 San Francisco Proof Silver Eagle Type 2 619. I mean, this is just incredible. 2021 uncirculated mint set 205,922. 929 rather, and then 2021 silver proof set, and they're still selling those, and that was the one that was $105, and that one is only comes with the 2 quarters. And there's one other thing I wanted to talk about, and I think I mentioned it up here. Man, I missed it. My bad. I think that's probably going to be it. I think it was the, no, you know what it was? It was the, if I come up to, yeah, here, look at this. Here we go. Where is it? Reverse proof American Silver Eagle 2 coin set. Look at this. They've sold another 12 of these, and I know for a fact I am on Remind Me. So where are they going? And look at this. Who got those? 2021 S proof Silver Eagle Type 2 and 877 of those. And look at this. The proof Type 1? Come on, 106 of them. Those are very important coins to have, folks. If you can get the Type 1 or the Type 2 from 2021, I'd say, well, I would say that's probably a good coin to have in your collection. It is a key date coin. Now let's go over here to Coin Week, and there's a really interesting article here about Bullion, and it is written by Bullion Shark and is dated June 15, 2022, and it involves some Freedom of Information Act, some FOIA. And this really sheds some light on what's going on over at the Mint and how the Mint's not very communicative about what's going on over there. And I think that doesn't really surprise us because a lot of us have suspected that the Mint isn't really forthcoming with their information. And they let us just speculate on without any really clear answers. So here we go. Bullion Silver Eagles struck at multiple mints from beginning. What does that mean, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Numismatists, coin dealers, and collectors of the American Silver Eagle Bullion coin series have long had a suspicion that the coins were struck at multiple branch mints of the United States Mint. In the early 2000s, when demand for these coins was surging, the Mint decided to expand production of these coins at the West Point Mint, making additional coins at the San Francisco Mint. The green monster boxes for coins struck from 2011 to 2014 had straps on them that indicated that were produced in San Francisco, and many of those coins were sent to the grading services in sealed monster boxes with those straps. That allowed NGC and PCGS, that's the third-party grading companies, to label them as, for example, 2011 S in the parentheses there. That's crucial to denote that it is bullion, which means that there's no mint mark on the coins, but we know they were made there. Okay. Then in early 2017, our whole understanding of which mints made the bullion issues changed when the mint revealed that the coins had been struck at all three branch mints, West Point, San Francisco, and Philadelphia, at different points in the history of this coin, and far before we previously thought. Thanks to multiple Freedom of Information Act FOIA requests from a California dealer and Coin World's Paul Gilks, we now know where Silver Eagle bullion coins were struck for the entire period from 1986 to 2017. And thanks to FOIA requests filed by NGC and their expertise of their graders, who long had suspected multiple mints were involved from small variations in the monster boxes and quality of the coins, they are able to identify the mint that made the coins from the serial numbers on the sealed monster boxes and other factors. Now, this is the big boy right here. A major revelation from this work that occurred in 2020 is that the coins from 86 and 87, which were previously thought, now there you go, previously thought, we were not told, but we just kind of had to guess for ourselves that they had been produced at the West Point Mint entirely. And were actually produced instead at the San Francisco Mint. Let me read that again. A major revelation from this work that occurred in 2020 is that the coins from 1986 and 87, which were previously thought had been produced at West Point entirely, were actually produced instead at the San Francisco Mint. What? Then in 1988, 85% or 4.2 million coins were made there, plus another 750,000 at West Point. And that pattern continued through 1998, with production split between those two mints, with the larger share having been produced at West Point. Now, keep in mind that prior to 1998, West Point was considered a silver bullion depository rather than a branch mint, and San Francisco was still designated as an assay office. It was thanks to Public Law 100-274 that both locations received full branch mint status. This is huge, folks, and it just gets better. Check this out. From 1999 to 2010, all bullion coins were produced at the West Point Mint exclusively, according to the information provided by the U.S. Mint in response to those FOIA requests. Okay, that's huge news. Then, from 2011 to 2014, production was split between the West Point Mint and San Francisco until 2015, when almost all of the coins were made that year at the West Point Mint, plus a small run of 79,500 at the Philadelphia Mint. That's huge. No, that's really small, not huge, rather. The information on production from 2014 to 2017 was received thanks to another FOIA request by Coin World and NGC. Now, it gets into the baseball weeds here. And what I'm trying to say here, this is such a big deal, folks. And I think it really gives shed some light on what the Mint has done and what they need to do. Well, see, because look, none of these coins have a mint mark. And I think the people at the Mint realize, because it doesn't have a mint mark, it doesn't really matter where they strike them, as long as they strike them and they produce them for the demand, and that's what the law is, and they can produce them anywhere. Now, what's interesting about this is that the involvement level of the San Francisco Mint, I think that is what is the big story here. Okay. I think that's a big takeaway here. We also learned that in 2016, 31 million, almost 32 million coins were made at the West Point Mint, 4.6 at the San Francisco, and 1.1 at Philadelphia. Then in 2017, by which time the demand for coins had decreased in response to rising silver prices, 13 million were made at West Point, 3 million at San Francisco, and 1 in Philadelphia. In addition, on the monster boxes for this period, 2014 to 2017, coins made at West Point had either 6-digit serial numbers on them, starting 1, 2, or 3, or 5-digit numbers that started with the prefix WP. Now, if you have some monster boxes and you don't know where they came from, I would imagine that this information would be very helpful for you to discern where your bullion was struck. Now, coins struck at the San Francisco Mint in 2014 had red colored straps on the monster boxes, and coins from 2016 and 2017 had 6-digit serial numbers that started with 4 on their monster boxes. Finally, for the Philadelphia Mint coins, those from 2015 used 5-digit 8-digit numbers on their boxes, which started with a 1, and those from 2016 and 2017 had 6-digit numbers on them that started with 5 on their monster boxes. Now, this is kind of where it gets a little bit jumbled up. For this period since then, we know that in 2020, an emergency run of 240,000 coins were made in actually Philadelphia when the West Point Mint was closed due to COVID-19, and 1 million were made in San Francisco in April, and I can back up that information. NGC certifies majority of emergency production 2020p Silver Eagles, and there is the number here. The Philadelphia Mint, let me slow down, struck 240,000 American Silver Eagle bullion coins between April 8, April 20, according to the U.S. Mint officials. So there you go. I had to clarify that one. And I think that's it. We also know that in 2021, when the Mint made both Type 1 and Type 2 coins of the original reverse type, production was again split between the 3 branches. 1 million of each type was made in San Francisco, 495,500 in Philadelphia, and a special run of 200,000 each of the final coins struck of the old design was made at West Point, plus 200,000 coins of the new reverse. And I think these were the ones that were supposed to be auctioned off by Director Ryder, but I haven't seen or heard anything about that in quite some time. Now let's go over here. This is just backing that up about those bullion coins, 240,000. Now look at this. This is one of my favorite songs by the Google Dolls. Google Dolls, did I say that right? Now the song's called Iris. I don't even want the world to see me. You know how that goes. Now, for the other +1, I will leave a link in the description to that song. It's beautiful. Now this is George Washington. Yeah, he's on the dollar bill. He's in our currency. My first wish is to see this plague of mankind, that's war, he's talking about war, banished from the earth. George Washington said that. Isn't that cool? Wouldn't that be amazing to see that one day? So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.